wewa njala tweyongereyo n'emboozi endala ezakuzaama olunaku olw'eggulo omuli eya NUP offices za National Unity Platform eziri mu Northern Region ku luguudo lwa Timothy Oki zaalumbiddwa abavubuka olunaku olw'eggulo bano nno babadde bakutte ebipapula n'ebipapula bye tuyita placards then badde bambadde n'obwero obumyufu ku mitwe gyabwe nga beekalakasa bagamba nti we don't want corruption bagamba we want Lina as a trigger out we want our money we hate tribalism we want equality Bobi Wine respond ebigambo ebyabadde bwe balumbye office
abalemi
batutela laptop bagimenye
obusiru they are stupid they are idiots
tebakomyawo bakoze ebikolo biri bingi nnyo babadde banywa enjaga mu lwatu bakutte ebisi
ebyo tebikyakola let me tell you anti nkubuulidde nti Bobi Wine is a chameleon bwe batatunuulire Bobi Wine nze ndi confident ku Museveni why I see open indicators Museveni is going to win that one I know why tewali muntu awola muntu sente n'ayagala afe by this time in the face of this Bobi Wine storm are you seeing NRM supporters big wigs closing or retiring
abayina big wigs
obalaba bagenda if the president is going to lose power basigalamu nga ba independent that is an indication that Museveni has in American tradition a president of a country cannot address Congress 3 months before his election. Atawulira nkyenkubuulira nze njogera kyange ekyengera gigwa nti European Union to go to Museveni to talk about Southern Sudan. Have they done the same to Bobi Wine? This is a stabilizer. Museveni is a stabilizer in the region. They would say, oh, if this man is in trouble and is about to go, why don't you wait another government? It's an indication that Museveni is here. Look, whenever he goes, nabewunyiza nti bakadaga bamusabumitingira ki byebagala kukola and these are informed people here on the ground why bamanya akyaliwo ekyokusatu nti Museveni tebanagenda wantu wonna ne Bobi Wine gyalaga ne bagati sente tezajja Bobi Wine yagenda ebuduuda sente prime minister's office yazibba relocating people Museveni would have ordered Lugunda to go to Buduuda and explain
enyumba tebazizimba
emwa anti ziriwa because Bobi Wine nkugambe ti Bobi Wine ina tactics Bobi Wine is following already program Bobi Wine olutuuka wali ne bamuga nti wayi ene nyumba yawana amatafali amakyamu gali wano wabomola kakati yabalema your excellency they have come to see a musician. You are an idiot. They have not come to see a musician. If they are interested in seeing a musician, take her there kusasira and see whether you will follow these grounds. Okudira ebifaananyi nemuteeka ebifaananyi ku electoral commission anywa enjaga akola atya what about Mukula who was recent who had a stint in Ruzira over what was it a political matter or safety? Bobi Wine has never gone to prison over safety. Kakati ebibyo nebyabusiru mbakuba bukubi abo abo batutira kalwezo mbwa polisi yati kubye ne badduka those are idiots anti nkubuulidde nti babagamba omwana omuwala nga nze baŋŋamba abo abasiru nti ndi mulalo kabusenga nankuba mawulireke they have called my mother to witness my mental check kyovulaba biko abusenga nja mufulumya kabadde teremera mu mulyango kabadde teremera mu nju enkwata teremera ku nte kamusenga nja bafulumere ekkulubi nze singwa ku nsi
togenda mwogerako
kakati nkubuula atoyogera bye toyogera basiya naye atujoyininga ffe yatwala nga tetuyinami lwaki hangamana ati omuguwa kakati banvuma my popularity increased unprecedented to call me a madman does not affect my popularity. Why? I'm not mad. Who are you to say? Ate obusiru bwabwe obukuwagwa buno ate ne bugamba mbu ate aliko kake kajjetuko have I been created by Rutabika? You were stupid, you idiots. Stick to one thing. Can you deal with the madman? Kakati, however much you malign Bobi Wine, the issue of maligning has gone. Nebo munaleta abafaanana batya, nebo munaleta abakazi nemuga nti Bobi Wine yanzalako omwana maligning Bobi Wine now has beyond maligning level. Bobi Wine has gone mirayingirevo omusambi w'omupiira omulungi kasamala okutu Messi natuuka mu penalty area you handle him properly. Leave Bobi Wine to with the political players, not the idiots. Toli mongo ndi yes. Ebyo bya busiru nje bifana yanyu njaga akole. Why did the electoral commission create a person who is a marijuana smoker? Are you more important than the electoral commission? The moment you see for us someone on demand, abana bange bawasiza bakolezi. If I have a struggle against my future daughter-in-law and I lose, I reconcile. Bobi Wine ebiseera ebyo twine etteeka moral turpitude. Did they include morals for a presidential candidate? Where is the law to talk about moral issues? You are stupid, you are idiots. That campaign cannot affect Bobi Wine. Omwana omuwala bw'aba determined nti agenda kufumbirwa musajja ne bamugamba nti baloga ne bamugamba nti alina siriimu.
The motive is to weaken Bobi Wine.
Kyebata kyasobola Bobi Wine every time omanyira kati eyo bw'eba egenda bw'etuuka ng'emala kati Mosefe alina byesuula. Kakati Bobi Wine bano bamutandika ne bamuleeta mu parliament. Kakati nga Bobi Wine yo government neetategeera ti they are making Bobi Wine. Bobi Wine ne bawera galaazi ze ne bamusaba ejeketinga ku tocha. Kakati abantu ne bategeera president n'amwanukula mu missive. How can Museveni respond to a matter raised by marijuana smoker? Ebyo byaggwawo. Bobi Wine police nemukwata to help them rehabilitate the youth. Where were these idiots who are attacking his office? Ejo yavaayo. Kakati it doesn't leave we. In fact, Bobi Wine is helping Museveni so much. Why? When Bobi Wine goes to Bududa, the president should tell the Bududa, the prime minister to go and explain to the Bududa people
what happened
to their money and houses. What about their land? Because Museveni gave them the money. If Museveni goes to Teso, Mukula should not raise his ugly head. He should allow people, because Mukula should allow people to explain. Centers of Amuka boys is Alagawa, Balo boys. Mukula should answer. I used to see Mukula at Parliament, donning a military party and a pistol. Where is their money? Before you attack Bobi Wine, where is the money of the Alu boys? Where is the money for the Amuka boys? Where is the money for restocking in Teso? Didn't Museveni release the money for the restocking? Are you not the vice chairman of that area?
Eastern region.
Did Bobi Wine is marijuana smoking stop you from? Did you smoke with him? Kakati awonetuvaawo. Nkugambye nti everywhere Bobi Wine goes, ye ajampinga ku kiriwo. N'otegeera the role of opposition kwe kuwumula emisumaali mu mabaati. The role of government kusiba party. We are still having 1 month. Kakati ojja otunuulira ekintu ekirala nagambye nti ogenda kyogerako. Who is helping who? But me, I come from Chotera. I know Chotera very well. The incident in which an Eram supporter died is 20 miles away where Kasolo is alleged to have addressed an illegal rally. If Kasolo addressed an illegal rally, or even these people addressed an illegal rally, the people who killed this man, an Eram supporter, were in plain clothes, armed with guns, but he reported their presence to the police post in the area. Kakati kyenewuunya be leaders be NRM nenanga. How much do you take, how much fuel do you take to drive to Nakatogo? Nakatogo is 120 miles from here. Nakatogo, this is where the incident happened. The problem in Raqqa is this, in Chotera. Chotera is one constituency district. Kasolo was a councillor. Kakati is tussling it out with the chairman LC5. Kisekulu bali bawamu ne bawukana. Kakati Kisekulu group has ganged up against Kasolo. They also address rallies, illegal rallies. But the media captures only Kasolo. Kasolo said, yes, you are an idiot. If Kasolo's directive that if you kill an NRM, we also kill you, that is in force. How come that the NRM man was killed by the police? Who came to disperse? The person who died is an NRM supporter. Kakati banu badisaminga Kasolo kuba Kasolo is now the face of NRM in the district bakuba Kasolo ne balumumba nabo bakola statement ne benanga no look what a drunkard, the wisdom of a drunkard. When a drunkard is drinking beer and a battle ensues, they do two things. Other people separate them. Kubanga the woman is concerned with if they don't, the two of them are forced out to settle their different things. One is subdues the other. Kakati, if I'm in Anga, I'm the Inspector General of Police, I'm a Secretary General of Mumba, even the President Ranga, I hear Ranga Kasolo. No, if the President shouldn't ring Kasolo, the President and would send a delegation, an independent team to the area for fact-finding mission. But when Yenanga says, he repeated it several times, Tugenda Kwata Kasolo, Mukwate Kolabe, you are disarming NRM, you are killing NRM Yenanga. This is reverse psychology. No, let me tell you. The political elections are comparable to a war. In a war, when you sign a ceasefire agreement, all of the parties must observe a ceasefire. We have what I could compare to a ceasefire agreement is the electoral law. Is it only NRM that is violating, or even Bobi Wine is violating?
For all of them?
Yes.
Actually, all of them.
Yes. Bobi Wine is also violating, but the media has made it in such a way that Bobi Wine, the law does not affect Bobi Wine. The law affects the government people. That's why they concentrate on Kasolo. No. Kasolo is addressing irregularities, yes, but even his opponents are addressing irregularities. So if another...
Is he trying to neutralize the...
What do? We had the peaceful agreement in Nairobi. Do you know why it broke down? Museveni insisted that Okello's soldiers should stop killing people, which Okello could not do. Museveni moved his soldiers to Katonga and cut off Uganda into two parts. Okello came back protesting, I cannot preside or attend peace talks when Uganda is divided into South Korea and North Korea. Museveni went ahead. Narunda government yachigongo. And eventually peace talks zagwa. The Kenyan soldiers who are supposed to be peacekeepers came back and went back because the agreement was violated. In this case, the first offenders were NRMs. Yes, Mukamyufu Kabwe violating a law. This professor, I hear that he teaches BA flat, Tango Doi. Tango Doi, I don't know whether Tango Doi is a lecturer, is a professor of political science. I doubt.
What am I doubting?
Yes, I'm doubting. The way he does things. The problem was created by Tango Doi. When Tango Doi was asked by the journalists what punishment is going to be meted out to NRM people who are violating the law, he said, we shall subject them to disciplinary measures. I said, this is not a matter between the party and the member. This is a law. Arraign them before court. You can use your influence for court to caution them.
I get you, Mzeitama.
It was beyond the party. Wow. Kakati, when the NRM violated the ceasefire, this one was also got advantage. And the police is caught up. It means, I'm telling you, the Inspector General of Police is not in charge. Every DPC has his orders. How can a DPC of Umbalala, I doubt his academic credentials, how? Where do you find in history a passenger charged for a crime committed by a driver? Amuriat was a passenger. The man was riding a border was different. Who would we see in the court? You need your promotion. Why don't you go? Take this money of Umbalala. Take this money of Umbalala for a traffic cost. I will pay the money. You the police does not have the money to take this man. The elementary traffic management. Where do you find the and I see lawyers keeping quiet? A lawyer? The passenger. Are we safe? Kwega musajja driver bwanaddukanga nadduka nga bakwata asigadde mu takisi Osi DPC Mbalala oye ju he needs a promotion. He needs a course in elementary trafficking management.
Tubalabye lwatu nga olaba DPC w'ekitundu olaba RPC wa region nga ye mwenye tasobola kukola decision
anti
abeera ku simu.
Yes, because they have failed to follow the rules. What does the electoral law say? It would have been saturated to all the DPCs. But because the DPCs are under the influence of the local mafias, Bobi Wine can address a rally in Luwucha. You see, there are two things you don't know. When your rally flops, before you address a new one, you must go back to the Electoral Commission to change your calendar. Where did Bobi Wine get the permission to go back to Luwucha?
Abaina okudda Electoral Commission bamending roadmap.
Yes. Wow. Two, if Bobi Wine was moving with these wanted Kanyamas, did the police need the enforcement? Why did the police wait to arrest these people after Bobi Wine had entered the Kamuli? Bade bagala kutta buli bwakadaaga buli bwabakubatiyaga
olinga gamba
police erina bwekolera, media erina bwekolera, tebakolera Museveni. When the president goes to Kamuli, tell the people, I have no problem with my sister. Tomorrow the police gets an excuse to power tear gas in Kamuli.
Bobi Wine
Inanga. You see, propaganda is the packaging of facts. I'll first get the facts. But these people, yes, we are going to arrest Kasolo. Why don't you arrest the other man who is also addressing irregularities? Why do you concentrate on Kasolo? Because you want Kasolo to fail. You want the other man, the people for money to go to win.
No, I don't think
and
so.
To disarm kubanga omusajja abadde abagamba nti bannanga abeenaalemu temufaayo nange eno gyendi ne Museveni amukubita esimu ne Lumumba amuwoga. That's why me I don't work in the second under structure.
I don't think issue ya kubi
singa nali nkolera under structure ne njogera ku mubbi nga mukula avuma abantu kati nalwesho yali kubye esimu gikubirani you got nobody can ring my number. Nobody. I'm free as a bird in the air. Chobola nabaddukako. Mwenale mutomanya gwokolera. He frustrated.
Police nze ndaba issue si yakola ki si yakunafu ya Kasolo. Police has always been castigated okubera nani
anti kyenkubuulira
babadde balumba
Kasolo address rally in Rwankone. These people address another illegal rally in Nakatogo. I know the areas. About 20 miles each. Kasolo was not away. In fact, I've heard about Kasolo. I've perused this room as machines. I've brought machine yan. Ekuta abantu bonna abo ba DPC bani abo ba kisekulo bani ba Kasolo. Nina ne audio ani yakambye munne. Ani yasindise mbayina. Zisisagirwako.
Nenga wakati wange nayo tukimanye nti Kasolo possession yakoze yabadde nenya.
Olaba Joe, yesterday
maybe
I was restrained because I was editing my book. Nadengera genda mpiji kulumba court. Abasajja ababbi ababadde babba abantu ne babawa sente ne bazibajjako nga bakutte omusajja bamutute mu court n'omulamuzi atudde. Omulamuzi nadengera kufubutulamu. And I'm going to write to the Chief Justice to remove that impeachment. The people are going to pounce on him. How can a gang of thieves be helped by a judicial official to steal his house? Bamuwadde sente wano nabawaneera nga ngenda makindi kubakubirayo nga badira emmotoka ne bagisiiga langi endala using court officials. Omulamuzi bwe yawulira nti njogedde wano omusango n'aguvuga kano n'adduka singa nakusangawo. Let us use mob justice if the judiciary fails. How can a judge sit, a magistrate sit with a group of thieves who would be arrested? Kabati nze mbagamba no, it takes two to tango. Enanga should understand enanga. Let me buy fuel for you. You go to and nedda bombi baviolatinga. Kasolo zikulu anti enanga jeye ekintu kimu akuba Kasolo.
Issue si yakuba Kasolo.
We have called Kasolo to make a statement. No, make also the other people. your opposition people who are also intimidating people in my constituency. Otherwise, I will go there and create more trouble for you. Be impartial. Yes. And you see, mutamanyi nabagamba wano kana kataba nakawandika ddi nakawandika nabo written on Monday 25th November 2013. This book is a personal gift to myself to mark my birthday. Nazali wabiri mutano. Nkugamba nti NRM kale nakawandika 2013 nembaga nti NRM bagikubya propaganda. Mu propaganda tulina ebigambo bisatu: reverse psychology, ekubaba n'obamalawo; deception, ekubaba n'obamalawo; amini yayogera nganye imperialism. Imperialism kitegeeza nti omuntu addira obwongo bwe n'abunaaza n'omutuulira nga kyakola kyekituufu, akwoza obwongo. Kakati bino nabaga nti luuku abamawulire enzanya gye babazannyamu abo abamawulire bemuyita bemuwa sente kati kasunze kazzeeyo bwagenze ne bubba omusajja $2 billion nabukuba nabubajjako polopate zaabwe nabujjako nabukuba ate nja bukuba nnyo bwabbye sente zaffe eza daddi era bukuba mbumalewo nina bukuba budduke kati kadduse kagenze wa Bobi Wine kubanga eno zikalemye okubba akawagira Bobi Wine kabadde kayise mukula batuule bombi mukula bwe namukubye mukula yabaga nti abanga omusajja ndabye nga nzija nzizeeyo nkugamba the role of the media propaganda as a tool of destruction and deception. Webazanyira bano benanga
destruction and
yes nkugamba the role of the media is to create mu 2013 webali bakubira mu 7 mu 2016 nakugamba the role of the media was to create deception, protect Mbabazi's allies as if to cover or justify their ambitions and cover corruption deals. It has been the role of the Mbabazi allied media like Kabushenga to detect where there is money. They also create negative stories about their targets and isolate them from the public. When they sense that they are likely to lose a lucrative deal to their rival, they subject him or her to negative propaganda in order to lose the deal. This explains why ministers allied to Mbabazi are very wealthy, kati Mbabazi mujemu, because their corruption scandals are never exposed to the public. Kati sabategeera nti awaliwo sente nga bakujjawo. Nassali, a woman who presided over a project over $100 million, n'omuvunaana mbu yabbye $3.5 n'omugyamu kifo nabamutwala mu kangaroo court. It is a corruption court. It stinks corruption. It is not an anti-corruption court. Omukazi abadde mu ministry ya gender ne baleeta sente okuva ebweru foreign money ne baagala bazibbe basibaye bakulemu ennyumba. The woman was arraigned before the anti-corruption court. Omukazi abadde mu gender gwe baagobye omusoga gye bakutwala ne bakusiba ono naye tuyinza okumobilizinga abantu ne bagirumba ne banno ne bagiddukamu. It is not an anti-corruption court. It is a corruption court. It is a kangaroo court. The case is not proceed. Court zaabwe teziproceedinga. Kati bakutwalayo ng'ekifo bakitwala nga sente bazibba. Kabaka wet. I can enumerate 100 cases. Nkugamba. Another role the media plays in this plot is to aid deception. Deception has been used maximally. Mbabazi allied media would always shift the debate from the real issue to something else to confuse the public. For example, when Dr. Kizza Besigye launched his Walk to Work crusade, police asked him to notify them. However, media changed this to mean that the government did not want Dr. Besigye to address political rallies. They were different. It applies to Bobi Wine. The government is not preventing Bobi Wine from addressing rallies. What they want before they violated the ceasefire themselves was that you needed only 200 people because of COVID-19, because the electoral law was subjected, merged with COVID-19 Health Act. Kakati, the police fails to tell you, we are not preventing this man, we are waiving this law, but it must cut across. N'abalamba bakole mubagane kakati yo gama uli yeche gakola gakugamba The police was telling Bobby Wine, was telling Besigye, don't move in Kampala. Kampala is a business city center. Don't go in public places. Besigye ngagana. Kakati Besigye wagana ugenda ile bamukuba tear gas. The public believes in Tibamugana. No, Tibanamugana agenda. I always use simple similes. If you come to me and I tell you, I'm Sheikh Mirundi, do you want to marry my daughter? Are you Christian converted into Islam? Because as a Muslim, I cannot allow you to take my daughter to produce bakafir. Have I denied it a marriage to my daughter? Convert to Islam. But if I say, even if you convert to Islam, you will not marry my daughter. If Bobby Wine is in Rwanda, you want to address rallies in designated areas. Is there a quarrel? Constitutional Square was declared a free place. Kayogola was approached by the Barokole, Nebamugam, at Wagalukuba Holale. First lady again to Quero Mugenyo. Kayogola again, this is not, police cannot allow you. Did the first lady force away there? No. Give some areas to go to the church. Kakati the police and the security failures to explain because of deception. The public, the church leaders, they don't understand this. That we are not denying you. This is deception. Kakati bo ono bano nti bano egundi wanu dena gena monsekeyo. Netuli omwana nga bamukuba ekiro bamubemba okubamubemba okwo bagamuwulira abaganda kye babakola mu nsiko kumakya ntubuuza omusajja Kamanda yatugaa nti omwana oyo yavudde mu kibira n'agenda e Kampala. What if ajja ne ba rebels? They had a directive nga toyingira nkambi yabayekera misana. Kakati gwovayoletinze eki gwawulira ekiro nga tebana. That's why the Baganda have a very good proverb. Tosala kwa kawalanga tunawulira gwani. Listen to both parties. Kakati nkugamba nti the two were completely different. Police like elsewhere has the right to guide those who want to address rallies or organize processions. Buli muntu yenna akumba mu kibuga afunamu omuserikale wa police oba bandi agoberera. Ate police neremwa. I can help them to retrieve the footages. Sebagala divide the police orders n'agenda n'ayisa n'abantu bwayisa agenda kuba enkuyo lole abasabala wafaaga defying tebamuvunaana causing a death. Abaana abaganda nga beera oluguudo balagawa mbubesi enkyakeera alagaluddawa emmotoka bazisiimuuza lulimi bagandi bajja kufa. Those are illiterates. Ekifaananyi kyabone kakati nkubuulira nti police teyina capacity is a fire brigade police. Inangazi department is a fire brigade. They don't prepare. You call it inoculation theory. I can give all of the newspapers. Even the electoral commission can give advertise in newspapers. Why do Ugandans agree? We have hosted 2 American presidents. We have hosted 2 popes. Why do Ugandans accept diversions of routes and roads? Recently, abena Namugongo mwabagamba tewajja kubeerayo mikolo. Namugongo people, some people rely on that day, the week that proceeds in Namugongo. Sure. Did you see demonstration there? They knew you marketed this well. COVID-19, even the churches joined you to say yes, we are not going to celebrate as usual. It was the churches. Because of why you don't have credibility. True. Get people like yes.
Bobby Wine avuddeyo n'agamba nti police emudiverting okuva ku public roads emuyisa muzipanya with an intention of causing a harm.
Ate takimanyi. Bobby Wine takimanyi. The police would restrict the Bobby Wine in the main road. He has their adverse, he has what. But when you take a Bobby Wine in the villages, are you not exposing you to the public?
Police chekola yefumita
I cannot. If Bobby Wine will encourage them. Why were these people fighting tooth and nail to switch me off on every media institution? They knew that give Mirundi permission, he will destroy us as I have done. The mafia fellowship is no more, but it includes who is who. That's why Mwenda said this man does not have machines as witchcraft. I do have witchcraft. And
why you have both?
He tested it. Mwenda no kuti honi mwenda yatomera embizi eyina amayembe motoka yinagimalawo mwenda akugambye omusajja mulogo ate nanda bange yatulaba mu motoka fengi nga njimunayi nga tutudde tunyumya nabuze human what are you looking for in my car kakati ate agenda okulaba natomera embizi eriko amayembe motoka ya $5,000,000 negwa bute kuli insurance bwoba mujja mu ddwaliro lwamutwala mu ddwaliro asanga ntudde ku kitanda nakwata ekitanda kinyweza ndi wuyo musajja mulaba yabanyumizizza neggolo nenseka with the witchcraft that one is not that man does not joke with the witchcraft the man is a witch
so
n'abagamba mbwezo bagambye Museveni bagambye mbu Museveni ebyo ebyuma yabireeta mbu atusikeyalinga anaatukolaki every time he says I will crush the opposition. I will crush the opposition. That's why we fear Mirundi. Mirundi moves with the hammer and he can smash you.
Katono nyonga tugenda mukumulako.
Kakati Bobi Wine bamukolera.
Okumutwala mu nsiko bamukolera. Omugole omumpi ayambala kakondo. To be seen by the public. People struggle to see the mugole. But when he's going to fetch water the next day, bali bate bagala mugole omugole abeera ku raised platform kati Bobi Wine bamujja mu trading center gye bamumanyi ne bamutwala mu byalo ani gwe batwala yo katono nnyo nga tugenda mukumulako
polisi juu
mzeta mali nga tugenda mukumula Bobi Wine
njagala gwe nkubuuze olaba gwalolabye eyo amasaba agazimbibwa mu Lujja originally in Buganda's tradition the shrines were built in front of the houses and it was the official religion kakati today amasaba bagakweka today abakiza mu witchcraft bagakweka if the government says do you know what we should do? Let us direct the Masabo people to consult them in a flood so that everybody sees them that they are witches and baba kuzinzi gwe look at these pastors buli pastor gwe baga nti mulogo ekanisa y'ejjulu Africans want witchcraft look at Archbishop Miringo became Archbishop of Lusaka at the age of 35 ngali mu bazungu 10 ba bishop mwenda natandika okukola ebyobulogo papa ne bamugamba ng'ekanisa ejjulu awonya papa n'abaga nti mwe temumanyi ba Africans n'amuleeta Vatican n'amuwa ekereziya ne ekereziya nga abazungu tebajejjulamu okubalogolola it was until Emmanuel thought that he could get a church of his own the Reformed Catholic Church which failed attracted the media but he's in America. What was making him was a rebellious bishop in the Vatican. The moment the Pope deflocked him, he failed. Kakati yenkubuuza Bobi Wine omuyisa mu byalo si yafunamu yafunamu kubanga abantu bategeera bajje bamumanyi already.
If
you are looking for new converts to convert to Islam, do you go to the mosque or away from the mosque? Onoonya abasiraamu abantu abanayingira obusiraamu obanoonya mu muzikiti polisi oye polisi juu. No, Bobi Wine is no longer. In fact, I said it is the interest of government, especially Afendem halls, to provide security for Bobi Wine. Bobi Wine is no longer a domestic matter. Bobi Wine is an international matter, a global matter. That's what Mukula doesn't know. If Mukula dies today, whether in an accident or is shot dead, cannot cause us chaos. Bobi Wine can cause us chaos. Cowardice, you see cowardice. Targeting Bobi Wine is a wrong option. And I told you, Museveni does not believe in political assassinations. Nobody, nowhere has an opponent has been assassinated and the government survives. Nabaga nti Philippines, Marcos yali akkiriza political reforms. Nakkiriza ne opposition leaders bakomewo. On years away from USA, Aquino was assassinated at Manila International Airport. What happened?
Government
to survive, Marcos was helped by American Marines who landed in his state house in an helicopter. What followed up? Ananguremo went and collected his wife from the kitchen and was sworn in as the next president. Marcus fled. Rwanda, radicals, Bagan cookies at the Arusha agreement. The Habyarimana has weakened. They started the genocide. Bamodareti kutuzibo nani babata. Agasa Ungerimani, the prime minister, Bamutana Babiti Jikumi, her bodyguards. They supported the government from Chigari to Chigalama. What thousands of them have died in exile. They fled the country. Assassination. What about Rakiduku Ferdinand, who caused the First World War? As political assassination don't help. Therefore, may I praise the government, and if it was an initiative from the president, Bobi Wine is an opponent. Who must be treated very well like a Moko. Bobi Wine must be treated like a Muganda family.
Atukomewo neboze endala za kuzama ole ninga nkaka Sergeant Mpuku na Joseph Tamai Burundi achali mpaka sawa zinawira dala sawa 5. Amanya nze Simon Chris Makanga katono nnyo katukomewo.